Really, I feel like you need to communicate more effectively. Like, Sona has an oracle, so if you guys want to catch them, then you need an oracles. You need to tell Tarek, no, we can't beta fight unless you get an oracles. You gotta tell them to get an oracles, and then you have to get words in there. You gotta tell them to flash catch Sona if that's what you want to do, if you want to try to eliminate the oracles. But you kind of just keep pinging and then get mad at your team because they didn't interpret you properly. So yeah, I would have told Tarek, they're setting up the Baron, Sona has an oracles. You need to go get an oracles. See, now Galio finally told Tarek. Okay, let's look at this situation. They're trying to do Baron. Like I said, overall they have much better AoE and they want to fight in tight areas where you guys group. But as long as you don't group, Galio can ult people, Shyvana can jump on them. So it's not a terrible situation for you. I would try to let them do Baron for a bit and have it drop them low. But really it's not going to be up to you when to engage, because Galio is going to be the one that engages. So let's see, they see you guys coming. They're trying to back off a Baron. You get right into the Baron cage, which is good, except now Baron's going to switch to you, so you need to get out of there fast. Sivir should have ulted earlier. Sivir should have ulted when they were both back there, but that has nothing to do with you. Galio's trying to catch people. Right here, Annie and Tristana, they've kind of ran too far away. So you guys can engage a fight on their two tanks. Try not to group. You're going to have to try to watch out for Annie and push her out when she tries to re-engage. But you should be able to feast on their tanks before she gets back in there. Okay, right now it looks like Shyvana's going to be zoning the carries. I mean, it really comes down to when Galio ults. Okay, Galio has finally flash ulted. You're switching to Sona, which is stupid. Sona has already ulted. She is no longer a threat, much of a threat in this fight. You should be helping kill the carries. Like I said, the problem is when you guys group on them, Annie's going to be able to hit them all. Which she did there, which is why you want to get in. You want to kill Annie. What you want to do is, hurt Annie when she's in Galio's ultimate, and the second Galio's ultimate ends, you hit her with your kick to throw more CC on her. And then you try to spread out. Annie, really, all Annie needs to do is get her ult off. When she has a death cap and shit like that, she gets her ult off, she's done her job in a fight. She just fucked the shit out of Shyvana and Sivir. And you're chasing a useless target who's already wasted their ultimate. Okay, anyways, you finally kill that useless target. Tristan is easy for you to finish, and Cho'Gath should also be easy for you to one-on-one, even if your team doesn't back you up. Well, so you guys won that fight, but really it was a pretty fucking horrible fight. You can't do Baron right now. One Baron AoE would kill either of them. Cho'Gath is still alive. Hopefully you just baited Cho'Gath into getting himself killed. Which is, if that's what you were planning to do, then that was a good plan. If you actually thought you could do Baron, though, then that's stupid. You guys all need to back, though, and get ready for Baron again, because enemy team is going to try to do it, most likely. You killing Cho'Gath will probably stop them from attempting. Okay, you've gone Last Whisper. I wouldn't really say you're tanky enough, but in the last fight you didn't get focused at all, so it didn't matter that you weren't tanky. You're going to go down just as fast as anybody else, though, if Annie hits you with her ult, so you need to avoid that. Okay. There's another fight. Again, Sivir near ulted. Good, she ulted earlier this time. Gallia's going to look to get in for an ultimate. He used his flash last time, so you know he doesn't have it this time. Right here, Annie should ult all of you. Annie had a much better chance to ult you before Gallia did, but her stun's not up. So, Cho'Gath is going to go down, so is mowgliiii. When it's 5v3 and they have no tanks, it should be easy pickings, as long as they can't clear waves. Annie has bad wave clearing abilities, so you guys should be able to just push straight down. Annie was being stupid and hesitant. She should have backed completely because she's at half health and she's too scared to engage. Alright, so you're lucky. Last fight, Annie never was too scared to get her ultimate off when she needed to. She got caught in Gallia's ultimate. You didn't really do anything special besides deal damage like you should. I would back after this tower because they're all alive. I'd go take Dragon solo. Okay. So obviously you guys are in a good situation here. However, with these teams, a lot comes down to engagement. Comes down really between Galio and Annie. Fights can go based on which of them engages better. I would buy a bit of magic resist, but she has a void staff already. Okay, you got a Hex Drinker. That's a bit of a weird item to get this phase of the game, but it makes sense. Makes you tankier against Annie, which you need in case you guys do get caught. You want... Annie's not with them, but you need to make sure your team doesn't engage without Sivir. Hope people don't go full retard. Yeah, I'd go push down that tower first. Pushing down the outer towers, even though obviously if you killed that tower, you'd get the base. Pushing down the outer towers is better because if they try to defend it, you're able to circle around them and have a good engagement. So when people are stupid and they defend those towers, you're usually able to engage on them from both sides and win the fight easily. When the inhibitor's already down and you guys really just need to wait for a wave to build up middle and then engage when they're 4v5. Right now, Annie's doing a good job of staying pretty close to her teammates so that if you do engage, she can join in the fight instantly. So often it's good to have one person try to push down the middle wave as long as he can get back to the fight fast. If you can let super minions build up middle. Alright, obviously that's another good solution. I was thinking... Okay, now that Annie's bottom, you guys could engage a fight in this area. Not anymore. Severe needs to ult right now because Galio's looking to engage and he needs to be able to get proper positioning. Okay, Sona's ult hit both of you, but unfortunately Annie was not able to get past the other people and still got zoned. Man, short version, this Annie's kind of bad. She's not ulting well at all, which is why it's so easy for you to clean up in fights. Like, she's letting herself get zoned by people who should not be able to zone her. Tarek should not be able to just walk towards Annie and she runs the fuck out of the fight. So really, Annie being bad is why your guys are winning right now. She's basically too scared to engage on Galio, and she's unable to get to anybody else. Again, I don't know why you keep focusing Sona. Sona, once her ult's down, she's still annoying because she heals and has auras, but when Annie's that low, you know, you're kind of prioritizing badly. So yeah, if you had Q ulted Annie there, you could have easily killed her. As it is, I would see if you can rush the inhibitors, the open ones, take them out. Okay, it looks like this is where you guys win the game. Obviously, somebody caught somebody there. Again, Sona ults. But Annie does not follow it up. You're on Tristana.